not one of them accepted?
No, Princess. All 10 of them refused when they heard the gravity of the case. There is another option.
And what would that be, Twilight?
I could study the law and defend Rainbow Dash myself. I'm sure I've seen a book or two on equestrian law in the library. I've read them once or twice to get the gist of how our law works. But I can study harder and become a lawyer.
You think you can become an adequate lawyer in just a day?
I have to try. You and I both know Rainbow Dash would never murder another pony.
You have to understand, Twilight. This is not a matter to be taken lightly. I have every bit of confidence in you, but we need to find some pony with the experience to handle this properly.
But Princess, there's no pony else left!
There is someone else I have in mind.
Who?
Get Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright?
Yes, I know him. He is an excellent lawyer, perhaps even the greatest defense attorney there is.
The greatest defense attorney in Equestria? Oh, that's great! How do I get a hold of him?
There are a few things you should know about him. You need to summon him. A simple summoning spell should work, but when he arrives, he's going to act a bit odd and look a bit strange. He may even overreact, but try to bear with him no matter what happens.
Why would I need to summon him? It takes a lot of magic doing something like that.
He's very hard to get a hold of. Bringing him right to you and speaking with him directly is the best course of action.
I'm a little confused, Princess. Why would he overreact?
Just stroke his ego a bit. Say you accidentally summoned the greatest defense attorney ever. That should win him over. He should be like putty in your hooves after that.
I'm no expert, but the way she's speaking isn't very princess-like. This is still really confusing. Are you sure he's really that good?
I have complete confidence in him.
And you're sure he will accept a murder case? Not many ponies will.
He's not a stranger to murder cases. I'm positive he'll accept.
All right, if you say so, Princess.
I'll start preparing the paperwork assigning him as Rainbow Dash's lawyer.
Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself? We haven't even spoken with him about the crime yet.
Don't worry. I'm sure he won't turn down someone who is undoubtedly innocent. You do believe Rainbow Dash is innocent, right?
Of course I do!
As do I. So there is nothing to fear.
Why is she so calm, cool, and collected about this pony? Okay, I'll trust this Phoenix Wright if you do, Princess.
You won't be disappointed. I must get going back to Canterlot now, my faithful student. I wish you the best of luck with the trial.
Thank you, Princess. But one more thing, if I may. There are almost never murder crimes in Equestria's history. The worst we get are thefts and burglaries, and those hardly warrant trials and lawyers.
Yes, that's true. This is the first murder in a long time during my peaceful reign over Equestria.
But that's just it. You just said a minute ago that the defense attorney Phoenix Wright has been in murder cases before. How can that be? Doesn't that contradict what you said?
Very good. You'll get along with him very well.
What does that mean? That doesn't answer my question.
Here, Twilight. Take this.
Hey! Why is she avoiding my question? What is this?
It's an equestrian attorney badge. He'll need it. Please be sure to give it to him.
I wouldn't be caught dead wearing this cheap-looking trinket. Wait, shouldn't you already have one of these? Understood, Princess.
All right. I must take my leave now, Twilight. Oh, one more thing.
Yes?
Please don't tell Phoenix Wright I asked you to call him.
Why not?
You certainly are curious, aren't you? Goodbye, Twilight.
Ah! She did it again! Why do you have to be so cryptic, Princess? Phoenix Wright. What a strange name. Guess I should prepare the spell to summon him. Now, where's that book? I think it was Super Spectacular, Stupendous, Spontaneous Summoning Scripture Signals and You. I can't believe what he did, accusing Fluttershy like that. It's true what they say about lawyers, Spike. They're a bunch of heartless liars.
But didn't the princess...
Yes, I know! She requested that I use him. She said he was the best there is.
But he's a human.
I didn't know he would be a human, and from another world, no less. How does the princess know him anyway?
If you trust the princess, shouldn't you trust him?
No, Spike, he's no good. You should have seen it. He was at poor Fluttershy's neck, accusing her of murder and framing Rainbow Dash for it. Any pony with a single solitary brain cell can see that Fluttershy would never do anything like that.
Yeah, no offense, but I think Fluttershy would lose a fight against a terminally ill Graham Cracker.
I wanted a good lawyer to defend Rainbow Dash, not to shift the blame to another one of my friends. That's why I'm going to follow through with my original plan.
And that is...
I will be taking over as the defense lawyer in this case.
You, a lawyer? Do you even know anything about being a lawyer?
Yes. Well, a little. Okay, I don't know much. But if Trixie managed to do it, so can I. Besides, it didn't seem all that hard. I just have to point out the flaws in information. I'm good at stuff like that.
I think there's more to it than that.
You're right. That's why we'll have to have a good look through this.
What's that?
How to be a lawyer in 24 hours.
Well, that's certainly a conveniently titled book.
This book is from across the sea.
That's where all those weird ponies and humans live, right?
They aren't weird, Spike. They're just...
They're just what?
Really happy.
They seem too frolicky for my taste. How do you plan on doing this whole lawyer thing anyway?
I'm glad you asked that, Spike. I brushed up on the criminal justice laws this morning with Phoenix, and it turned out the laws are pretty identical to his, despite him being from another world. I got most of them memorized.
But that's just laws and stuff. Being a lawyer is a totally different thing.
That's why this book should provide me all the details I need to become a good lawyer.
I don't know, Twilight. It looks kind of ancient.
What are you talking about?
Smite thy prosecuting knave, and make the whelp feel thy wrath of the glorious voice of justice?
Alright, maybe it's a little outdated.
A little outdated?
Okay, a lot outdated, but it will have to do.
So what's it say to do first?
Let's see. Oh! Consult with thy accused in melancholy, lifting wisdom from thy plea of innocence.
Oh, brother!
It must mean go speak with Rainbow Dash. But I can't.
Why not?
They won't let me speak to Rainbow without a badge. Ah! That's where you come in, Spike!
What? What do I do?
I need you to write an appeal to the Equestria Council to appoint me as Rainbow Dash's lawyer while I'm gone.
Oh, nice, Twilight! Make me deal with those huffy-puffy suits. Wait, where are you going?
To the detention center.
But you said you needed a badge to get in there.
Correction. I only needed one to speak with Rainbow Dash, as she's the primary suspect.
Then who? Oh, Fluttershy, right?
That's right. She's only a potential suspect right now, so they will be much more lenient with visitors. After I'm done with that, according to the book, I should scour the land high and low for evidence pertaining to the guilty culprit with aid of thy loyal assistant at thy side. Cliff note, preferably a female adolescent.
Please, Twilight, stop talking like that. Somehow it physically hurts me.
It must mean investigate.
Oh, can I be your assistant? Detective Hard-Boiled Spike reporting for duty.
I need you to write that appeal for me. Besides, I don't think I need an assistant for this. This book is more or less just guidelines.
Come on, Twilight, please.
Sorry, Spike, but you're needed here.
Aww.
Hey, maybe when I'm done, I'll come home with a nice big sapphire with your name on it.
Sapphire? Stay-at-home Spike reporting for duty.
I knew that would work. If Phoenix comes by here, I want you to tell him to stay in the library until I get back. I don't want him causing a ruckus in Ponyville.
Yes, sir. Ma'am. Sir, ma'am.
Protocol? He's really getting into this. Alright, Spike. I'll see you later.
Goodbye, Twilight.
So this is what it looks like in here. Not really what I was expecting. I was expecting it to look a bit more pretty and dark. Fluttershy!
Hi, Twilight.
Fear not, fair sir or maiden. Thou hath cometh to comfort ye in thine time of need, in the elegy of this foul dungeon. Don't worry, I'm going to get you out of here, Fluttershy. This book must have had the most pretentious author ever. I'm going to be taking over as the defense attorney for this case.
What happened to Mr. Phoenix?
Just forget about him. I'll clear both of you myself.
If you say so. Thank you.
Better change the subject. So, how has it been going?
They've been questioning me about that feather.
Do you think it really came from one of your animals?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know you didn't do it, but it's still odd to see a feather like that in Ponyville.
There is something strange about it, Twilight.
Strange? What do you mean?
About the feather. It feels like I've seen it before.
You've seen it before? So it really did come from one of your animals?
I really don't know. I can't put my hoof on it, but I feel as though I know where the feather came from.
Fluttershy, if it ends up having come from one of your animals, you'll be in more trouble. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Great, now I'm apologizing like her. Let's talk about the trial, Fluttershy. There were some odd things you brought up in your testimony.
Odd?
As much as I hate to say it, you should have seen Apple Bloom leave that forest. Are you sure you were watching it all night?
Yes, I watched it all night, but I didn't see Apple Bloom leave it.
Fluttershy, she got home that night. And you had to have seen her if you really were watching the forest all night like you say.
I'm sorry, but I didn't.
This makes no sense. How did Apple Bloom get out of the forest without being seen? Perhaps I need to have a chat with a certain little filly today. It's okay, Fluttershy. I'm sure there's a logical explanation to this. Why were you watching the forest all night, anyway?
I wanted to see what was chasing after Rainbow Dash.
I guess that makes sense. Rainbow Dash is never one to run away from anything. I'd probably be curious as well.
Yeah, that's why I watched all night. I wanted to know why she was flying so fast.
Then there's that issue with the lightning, Fluttershy. You've got to tell me you heard 2 bolts of lightning.
I only heard 1 bolt of lightning at 8:40. I'm sure of it.
But that doesn't make any sense!
I'm sorry. I really didn't hear it.
You don't need to say sorry. I believe you.
Oh, sorry for saying sorry.
I feel like putting my face in my hooves right now. Just more and more questions come from the testimony you gave. It's so mysterious.
Like that paper I found.
Yeah, like... Wait, paper? What paper?
I found a letter outside my house the morning after the incident. It might have come from the forest.
Why didn't you say anything about it? This could be evidence!
I didn't want to bother any pony about it.
Fluttershy... Where is it right now?
It's on the table next to my front door, but it looked like some pony ripped it in half.
Do you remember what it said?
It was really short. It said something about saying goodbye, and it sounded really sad.
I have to see this piece of paper. Fluttershy, I'm going to your house to get this paper you're talking about.
Okay. Twilight, while you're there, could you feed my animals for me?
Sure thing.
And tell Angel Bunny why I'm not home.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
Thank you, Twilight.
Remember what I said, Fluttershy. I'm going to get you out of here. I promise. Alright, I'm not doing so bad. I found a brand new piece of information all by myself. See? This isn't so hard after all. I just have to slip in Fluttershy's cottage and snag that piece of paper she was talking about. There'll probably be a lot of police and investigators around analyzing the animals, but they shouldn't mind me.
Excuse me.
Right, sorry. Who was that? I've never seen her before. She's headed towards Sugar Cube Corner. She didn't exactly look like the type who's into sweets.
Hi, Twi.
Huh? Oh, hi, Apple Bloom.
What you doing? You seem really deep in thought.
I'm just conducting an investigation, that's all.
Investigation?
I mean, no, I'm not doing anything like that. Just another boring day in Ponyville for me.
Let me investigate with you. Cutie Mark Crusader Private Investigator!
No, what have you done, Twilight? Apple Bloom, don't you have friends you could be playing with instead?
Nope. They're all in school. I got the day off because of the trial.
You got the whole day off from school because of that? I would have been put in Magic Kindergarten if I missed a day of my classes.
Magic Kindergarten?
Yes, Apple Bloom. Magic Kindergarten is a real place, and you will be sent there at the first sign of defiance.
I might as well help you having the day off and all.
Look, Apple Bloom, this is grown-up work. Nothing a little filly like you should be doing.
Please, Twi, I'll be a big help, I promise.
The answer is no, Apple Bloom.
Please.
No means no.
Please.
I said...
Please!
It's like talking to a wall! A very loud and shrill wall! Hey, Apple Bloom, I know how you can help me. I want to discuss what happened in court today with you. I had to speak with her anyway. Might as well get it over now.
No.
What? I thought you wanted to help me.
I said I wanted to investigate, not answer boring old questions. Let me investigate with you, otherwise I ain't talking.
Why, you little... Apple Bloom, I really need to talk with you about the testimony. Apple Bloom? Fine! You can investigate with me!
Yay! Cutie Mark Crusader Private Investigator!
I can't believe I have to give in to our demands. Now, can you tell me about what you said in court this morning?
Sure thing, Twi. What do you want to know?
What you said is kind of, well, impossible.
But I was telling the truth, honest.
Fluttershy told me she was watching the forest all night, and I don't think she was lying.
What does that have to do with me?
She said she didn't see you leave the forest. Where exactly were you when you got out?
After the big lightning, or whatever it was, I was blinded from the flash and stumbled around a bit. When I could open my eyes, I was a little ways away from the pathway on the outside of the forest.
This flash of light that you thought was lightning, Apple Bloom, what was it like?
It was like a camera flashing in my face. I thought it was lightning, but it's strange. It didn't make any noise.
Why did they bring you in to testify anyway? Wouldn't Zecora have been a better choice? She lives in the forest after all.
They were gonna get her instead of me, but she went to sleep after I left. She was really beat from brewing potions all day with me.
And none of that lightning woke her up?
About the lightning, you should ask the filly and the zookeeper, for I am a heavy sleeper.
Yeah. Jeez, Zecora must sleep like a rock. Did you see anything else strange in the forest that night, Apple Bloom?
Nope. Oh wait, there was one other thing.
Another piece of information some pony decided not to share. What was it, Apple Bloom?
I didn't think this was important, but a little after the first lightning bolt made me jump a little.
You're not fooling any pony. Yes? What happened?
Something fell from the sky.
What was it?
I don't know. It happened a few minutes after I was walking away from the lightning bolt, so I didn't bother looking at what it was.
Do you remember where it fell?
Sorta. Hey, I'll take you there. See, I told you I'd be a big help.
Whatever she witnessed dropping must tie in with this somehow. Okay, Apple Bloom. I know I really shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to take you to the Everfree Forest with me. I want to see where you saw this object drop from the sky.
Yay! Cutie Mark Crusader Private Investigator!
My poor eardrums. But first we have to stop by Fluttershy's cottage. There's a torn letter by her door I have to retrieve.
Oh, Twi, since I'm helping you out, can you go to the park with me to help me out with something?
No, I don't have time for that.
Fine. I'm not showing you where that thing dropped then.
Okay, we'll go to the park after we go into the forest.
Thank you so much.
Thank you? You didn't give me a choice. So besides that, have you noticed anything else strange these past few days?
Oh yeah, I did. It was Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash? What about her?
2 days ago, when I was on my way to Sakura's house, I saw Rainbow Dash. Hey, Rainbow Dash.
Ha! That's not me, I swear! Oh, it's only you, Apple Bloom.
What are you doing with that big old cloud? Ain't the storm supposed to be on the other side of Ponyville?
Look, kid, just pretend you never saw me, alright?
Then I saw her go into the Everfree Forest with that cloud. She looked kind of worried about something. I was gonna tell every pony about that today, but Rainbow Dash told me to pretend like I never saw her, so that's what I did.
Oh no, she really did bring that cloud in there like Trixie said. But Rainbow Dash wasn't actually planning to murder some pony with it, was she?
Twilight, what's the matter?
Nothing. Let's stop wasting time here and go to Fluttershy's cottage to get that letter.
All right, to Fluttershy's cottage.
Apple Bloom, slow down! See, Apple Bloom? You need to watch where you're going.
I'm sorry for bumping into you.
It's okay. It wasn't your fault.
Are you sorry? I don't know.
What?
No! You have to actually mean it when you're sorry. You have to mean it. Say it with lots of remorse. I'm sorry! No!
He's funny. He's like a character out of one of those storybooks.
You really think I can have a book written about me?
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of book is that? Psychiatric Help 101?
You're right. Maybe I can get a biography or something written about me. It'll be a bestseller. No! Then every pony will think you're egotistical. You can't have a book.
Is he yelling at himself? On a scale of 1 to 10, he's a 12 on the weirdo meter. Who are you?
The name's Cruise Control. Nice to meet you, ma'am.
I'm Twilight Sparkle, and this is Apple Bloom. Pleasure to meet...
No! You just called her ma'am! That's like saying she's old. Didn't Mom tell you never ask a lady her age? That's just rude, you bloody idiot! Though you didn't exactly ask her age. You sort of just implied it. I'm still sorry!
I retract that. He's a 46 on the weirdo meter.
I've never seen you in Ponyville before, mister.
That makes sense, as I'm not from here. I just flew in today.
So you're just visiting or something?
The starting line for the big race is in Ponyville this year.
Huh, I see. So you're in the Equestria 500.
Yep, that's right. I just came in today from Manhattan. You should have told them that earlier, stupid!
Jeez, calm down. It's all right.
I was betting Rainbow Dash would win. She was representing Ponyville after all.
No! Why can't you support me? I'm trying to win too!
Apple Bloom, he clearly has self-esteem issues. So, Mr. Cruz, you're from Manhattan.
Yep.
Really? How good are you?
Pretty good. No! Don't lie, you loser! You do awful, horrible, atrocious! Last place every time!
Every time?
Dead last!
Aw, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Here it comes.
No! Now you're pitying me! I feel so sorry for myself. Don't worry. You'll do better this year. Ah! No! Now you're pitying you! You must look so pathetic in front of these two!
I don't think you're pathetic. I know how you feel. My big sister is mean to me all the time. She grounds me and makes me do a bunch of lame chores. It's like she doesn't care about me at all.
Don't say that.
Huh?
Older siblings always care for the well-being of their younger brothers and sisters. I mean, yeah, the Equestrian 500 sure is a tough race to compete in.
What was that about? You just 180'd there.
Don't worry about me. Things will be different this year.
You plan on winning?
Exactly. Let's just say a big burden is off my shoulders.
Are you talking about Ace Swift? Him not being there will take some of the pressure off the racers.
Ace?
You know, the undefeated Pegasus that was going to be representing Canterlot.
I know who he is.
Then you probably know what happened to him.
Yes, I do. He's dead as a doorknob, and to be perfectly honest, that jerk got what was coming to him. I hope it was painful.
What? How could you say something like that? An innocent pony was killed!
Innocent? He was... No! You're right, Twilight Sparkle. I shouldn't say things like that. It's very unbecoming of me.
cruise control. Do you have something against Ace Swift?
No! Of course not! I respect my fellow racers!
What the heck are those?
What or what?
Those chains and locks!
What are you talking about, Twilight?
I'm afraid I don't know what locks and chains you're talking about either. Don't worry, I don't think you're crazy or anything. No! You do think she's crazy! Don't lie!
This Harlequin is calling me crazy? You're telling me you two can't see them?
Are you feeling alright?
Why don't they see them? Wait, I know this. This feels like...
Huh? What the?
Something tells me that wasn't just a good luck charm. But what does this mean?
I'm sorry, Twilight Sparkle, but I was on my way to register for the big race. It's in 2 days, you know. It was nice meeting you.
Yes, it was nice meeting you, too.
Bye-bye, mister.
No! What if you're late and they disqualify you for being tardy? This is why you should have woken up earlier today.
There he goes. He's still talking to himself.
What was that lock business about? Why do I feel the need to break them? Question is, how do I break them? Do I need a key or something? What made them appear like that?
Twa?
Oh, sorry, I kinda zoned out there, didn't I? Okay, before we go to Fluttershy's cottage, I want to check something, Apple Bloom.
The park?
No, I just want to see... something. He has to know about it.
Okay, lead the way, Twilight. Why'd you want to come back here, Twilight?
He's not here. Where did he go? I just wanted to check something. It's not here, though. Let's get going to Fluttershy's house.
Alrighty.
Oh, Miss Sparkle!
Huh? It's the judge I summoned. Hello, how are you? I mean, how doth thy bringer of unbiased justice and truth fare under these weary summer skies?
What?
What I mean is, how are you enjoying Ponyville so far? Your Honor?
Oh, no need to call me that. I'm off duty.
So, what's your name anyway? You never told me.
Just call me Judge.
Really? I wouldn't like it if ponies just called me Unicorn.
I don't mind. One short name. Like that pop singer, you know. Living Material World.
Living in a material world?
To answer your question, Miss Sparkle, I've been having a marvellous time. To tell the truth, I was itching from my seat waiting for the trial to be over, just so I could explore more of what this world has to offer.
So you really don't mind being pulled into Equestria like this?
Well, that crab session I was put through was a tiring task, and I'm working on no sleep, but taking in the imagery and meeting the nice inhabitants of this world is well worth it.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, but why did you come back to the courthouse?
I wanted to speak to Mr. Wright. You see, I wanted him to accompany me while I hit up some tourist spots. I suppose he's busy investigating, though. I saw him speaking with another pony that had hair as gravity-defying as his after the trial ended. I came back hoping he would still be around. You haven't seen him, have you?
No. I'm actually going to be taking over as the defense when the trial continues tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm helping her investigate.
Oh, it's that cute little witness from earlier. Hello, little one. Do you want to play with my gavel?
Would I? Cutie Mark Crusader Chief Justice!
Ah! Don't bang that thing near me!
So you're taking over the defense? Mr. Wright was never one to give up, but I suppose it's none of my business.
May I ask why you were being so hard on us today?
What do you mean?
Well, it just seemed like you were out to get us. You sided with Trixie most of the time. You also threatened holding me in contempt of court.
You see, Miss Sparkle, it's my job. In fact, I didn't care much for that prosecutor's attitude right from the start. But her logic and the evidence she supplied was much more decisive than yours. Don't take it too personally.
I see.
May I ask you something, Miss Sparkle?
Yes?
I noticed all your criminal justice laws are really similar to ours. Is there any reason for that?
It may be because they were adapted from the humans who live in another country across the sea. Must be a coincidence. I hear the humans there are a lot different from you, just like how the ponies over there are different from the ones here in Equestria.
Different ponies? How so?
They're just really different. So, what are you going to do now?
I don't really know. Do you know any good tourist attractions, Miss Sparkle?
None at the top of my head.
I just got back from the Equestrian 500 starting point. I see they're still setting it up. I even got this program.
Program? Can I see it for a second?
Sure.
It really ripped me up seeing that written next to Rainbow Dash's name. Huh? Why is Ace still on the roster?
Well, that's because his death is being kept hush-hush.
Every pony knows about the murder, but they didn't know who the victim was. In fact, I didn't even know who it was until the night before the trial.
Yes, every member of the jury has been sworn to not speak of the events that has transpired in the courtroom today. I ask that you keep discreet about the identity of the victim as well.
Alright. I accidentally told Cruise Control about it.
The reason being is that we don't want to worry the other racers. It may give them the idea if they become too good, the murderer will go after them next.
I see. But when I think back to it, Cruise Control already knew. How did he know that Ace Swift was dead? I didn't see him in the courtroom today.
This program is going to be updated daily until the race.
Judge, what's with this empty slot here? Number 3?
Oh, there is a strange story about that. One of the racers signed up, then dropped out.
Dropped out?
He's from another city, Manhattan, I believe. Why would he fly all the way out here to register and then drop out?
Manhattan?
Yep, that's right. I just came in today from Manhattan.
Wait, is this racer's name Cruise Control?
Yes, I think that's it.
But he told me that he just got in today and he was going to register for the race.
That can't be the case. He's been in Ponyville for 2 days now, according to this program. Strange that he would register, drop out, and then go register again. Maybe he's just really indecisive on whether he wants to compete or not. It's just like me. I can't decide whether I want Diet Cola or normal cola sometimes.
Yeah. May I keep this program, Judge?
Absolutely, Miss Sparkle. It's the least I could do for bringing me to this magnificent world.
This might help a lot. Thank you very much.
It was no... Oh.
What's the matter?
It's that pony over there.
Him? What about him?
He's been eyeballing me since the trial started. He's making me kind of nervous.
Why don't we just ask him why he's doing that?
And that's the thing. I feel as though I'll create some sort of paradox if I do.
He's supposed to be the best human judge?
Maybe he's just admiring my beard.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I'd better be going now. Oh, may I have my gavel back, dear?
Sure thing.
Goodbye, Judge. Still awkward calling him that in casual conversation.
I'll see you in court tomorrow. Good luck on your investigation.
I'm starting to become suspicious about this Cruise Control character. I need to find him and speak with him about this.
Are we going to the forest now, Twilight?
You're really anxious to go there, aren't you?
The sooner the better. I should get my cutie mark as soon as I show you the thing that fell from the sky.
Alright, let's go then.
Look at all the police, Twi.
They must be trying to find a matchup with that feather.
That reminds me.
Yes? What is it, Apple Bloom?
What happened to that nice lawyer guy you were with during that trial?
Apple Bloom.
Yeah?
Don't talk about him, please.
But why?
I just don't want to talk about him, so drop it.
Okay.
Let's just get what we came here for. Nice lawyer guy. That's a laugh.
You said there's a letter or something in Fluttershy's house, right? Let's go get it.
Stop right there. No civilians on the... Ooh, why look who it is.
And just when I thought this day couldn't get any worse.
It's Twilight Snarkle.
Seriously? Twilight Snarkle? Really? That's the best one you could come up with? I'm not here to argue with you, Trixie.
Trixie sees you're taking up babysitting. Trixie doesn't really blame you, today's defeat being so humiliating and all.
Hey, I'm not a baby.
And you. Don't think Trixie forgot what you said in court today. You tell Apple smack talker if she wants to say something, she should say it to Trixie's face instead of forwarding insults through a rugrat.
Deep breaths, Twilight. Deep breaths. You didn't defeat anything, Trixie. The trial was postponed until tomorrow.
The great and powerful Trixie begs to differ. Once we find out where this feather came from, one of your friends will be getting a swift, guilty verdict. Give Trixie's regards to that doofus lawyer of yours. Where is he, anyway?
Shut up! I can't let her get under my skin like this.
Trixie struck a bad chord, didn't she?
Forget him. I'm going to be your opponent tomorrow, Trixie. We'll see who wins.
Huh. Trixie understands why you ditched that worthless human, but unfortunately, you're still going to lose, whether the feather matches any of these animals or not. The magnificent prosecutor Trixie will see to it one of your snot-nosed friends will get an all-expense-paid one-way ticket to the sun.
What does she mean, Twi?
If the feather matches one of Fluttershy's animals, she will be seen as just as guilty as Rainbow Dash.
What if it doesn't match any of these animals?
Then we will be left where we were before Fluttershy was accused, the judge about to hand down Rainbow Dash's verdict.
In other words, win-win for Trixie. Trixie doesn't mean to toot her own horn, but toot toot. Trixie really puts the pro in prosecutor.
You really have the audacity to call yourself a pro trotting around in that tacky wizard outfit?
That isn't fair!
Life isn't fair, little girl, especially when purple pests come along. Trixie's horoscope did say purple would be her unlucky color.
You do know that you're wearing purple, right?
What Trixie meant was the horoscope said your particular shade of hideous purple would be unlucky.
So, how and when did you become a prosecutor anyway?
That really isn't any of your business, dorky bangs. Trixie merely saw an opportunity and seized it. Carpe diem.
It's carpe diem, genius. And no pony disses the bangs.
This investigation won't be much longer anyway. We'll get confirmation on exactly what this feather came from soon.
How?
I guess it doesn't really matter if the great and powerful Trixie shares this with you. Since this little town is out in the boonies and has no proper science division, we can't get the feather thoroughly analyzed.
The boonies? You...
Some of the most highly educated and prestigious zoologists are coming in from Canterlot to examine it for us. We'll know everything there is to know about this feather. Then you can say goodbye to one of your criminal friends. Oh, parting is such sweet sorrow.
I have a question, Trixie.
What is it? You want to know why Trixie is 10 times smarter, beautiful, and all around better than you?
Why do you have such a grudge against me? And don't tell me it's that whole Ursa Minor thing. I know it's not that.
What are you talking about? Of course it's that. You ruined my career, Twilight Snarkle. Do you know how many heckles I get now? Or how many tomatoes I get lobbed at me when I show my face on stage because of you?
See, I can tell that's not it, because you're speaking normally.
What?
I noticed it several times in court today.
Witness, this is the first time I'm hearing about this. Why did you not say anything to me regarding this earlier? If you enjoy hearing pointless information, be my guest. It was probably just a tree or a rock. I think the defense is just hopelessly grasping at straws.
When you get emotional, unsure, or nervous, for instance, you say, I, me, and mine, instead of Trixie. You could say it's a nervous habit, akin to how some avoid eye contact or blink frequently when lying.
What are you talking about? I'm not lying. You
said I'm instead of Trixie again.
Shut your mouth!
So answer me, Trixie. Why are you doing this?
I told you! It's about that stupid, overgrown, flea-ridden bear!
This again. Wait a minute. No, this is different. These locks, they feel different from the ones Cruise Control had. Filled with anger, despise, despair, and sadness. So much sadness. Why am I tearing up? I'm sad, but I don't know why. These black blocks are depressing me. It's overwhelming.
Got something in your eye, Crylight. Or did Twixie hurt your widow feelings?
I don't want to break these locks. I wanted to break the ones around Cruz, but I'm afraid what will happen when I break these ones. If these locks guard something in a pony's heart, if that were true, that means Trixie... I know she doesn't like me after what happened last time she was here, but these emotions I feel right now, there's no way it's just because of that. It's something else. But that was the first time I met Trixie in my life. What else could I have done to her to bear these awful feelings?
You're creeping me out. Say something.
Sorry, Trixie. Forget it. You're obviously not going to tell me anything.
For once, you're right. Trixie need not share her vast, endless wisdom with the enemy. Anyway, it's been fun chatting with you over the demise you'll face at Trixie's hoof tomorrow. But Trixie must offer her cunning intellect to the investigation team.
I wish you luck with that, but just warning you, I'm not going to let my friends down. I believe neither of them did it, and I'm going to get to the bottom of this and solve this whole thing myself.
Prepare to be disappointed then, Twilight Snarkle.
Whatever you say. Now, I have some things to do here.
Don't think so.
What?
The great and powerful Trixie is the head of the investigation team, and Trixie doesn't want any civilians on the premises.
But I'm the defense attorney. I have the right to investigate.
Let's see the badge, then.
I don't have one yet.
Oh, too bad. I guess you don't get to investigate. Go play lawyer somewhere else.
No! I need to get that letter! Please, Trixie. I need to feed the animals inside. Fluttershy asked me to.
We already took care of that. All the animals have been properly fed. Trixie isn't going to repeat herself. Scram!
I'll just sneak in quickly while she isn't looking.
And don't even think about trying to sneak inside either. Not unless you want to join your friends behind bars. On second thought, yes, Twilight Snargle, try sneaking in. Ciao. See you in court tomorrow. The merciful Trixie will try to make it as quick and painless as possible.
I couldn't get it.
What's the matter, Twi?
Forget it, Apple Bloom.
Huh?
I'm not cut out for this stuff. I was in over my head. That letter could have given us an edge, and I failed to get it.
You mean this?
Huh? What's that?
It's that letter you were talking about.
What? How did you get it?
I went in Fluttershy's house and I got it while you were talking with Trixie.
I don't believe it. Apple Bloom, thank you so much.
See, I told you I could help.
I'm sorry for doubting you.
It's no problem. Anything there yet?
What?
On my flank! Did I get a cutie mark for doing that?
No.
Aww.
You're still obsessing over that, I see. Can I see that letter, Apple Bloom? Can't live with the guilt any longer. I can't keep helping you ruin others' hopes and dreams. It saddens me beyond belief we must part ways, but I must say farewell. Goodbye, Ace. May our paths cross in the future.
What does all that mean?
I'm not sure, but this is written out to the victim. Sure doesn't look like Rainbow Dash's writing.
How do you know it's not her writing?
Rainbow Dash's writing is, well, messy. This is written very neatly and formally. 2 adverbs that describe anything but Rainbow Dash. I know we were going to go to the Everfree Forest, but I want to lay low for a while.
So we're going back into Ponyville?
Correct. Trixie doesn't know about this letter, so let's hurry and vacate the premises. We could get in trouble if she finds out we took this.
All right, Twi, let's go to the park now. It's a shortcut anyway.
Apple Bloom, we don't have time. She did get the letter for me. Okay, let's go to the park. You want me to do something for you there?
Yeah, you're the only one who can help me.
All right then, but it has to be fast.
Thank you, Twilight.
I thought the letter would have been a bit more decisive. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I can't make heads or tails of what it means.
It's over here on this bridge.
Uh-huh. Oh, right. You wanted me to do something for you here.
Look down there in the lake.
I don't see anything.
Really squint your eyes. It's down there pretty deep.
I see... something.
Yeah, Sweetie Belle and me saw it yesterday when we were walking home from school.
So, what exactly do you want me to do here?
What do you think? Pull it out with that magic of yours.
Why do you want it?
Well... Hey, Sweetie Belle, let's make a bet.
Huh?
What do you say we try to pull that thing out of the water?
Oh, that sounds fun. But how are we gonna get it? Look how far it is down there.
We can make some fishing rods. All you need is a stick and rope, right?
And maybe a banana as bait.
But let's make it more interesting. And the one who snags it first gets a bowl of ice cream from the loser.
Okay, you're on, Apple Bloom. That ice cream is as good as mine.
We just couldn't get it with those fishing rods we made. So that's why you're going to be my secret weapon, Twi.
That's it? Let me get this straight. You brought me here to pull that thing out of the water just so you can extort a bowl of ice cream out of Sweetie Belle?
Yep.
You can't do that, Apple Bloom. That's cheating.
Come on, I'm grounded. I'm not going to be getting any ice cream for weeks.
I'll take it out so you can see what it is, but I'm not giving it to you so you can unfairly get a bowl of ice cream from Sweetie Belle.
Aww.
It's down there pretty deep, and my magic is pretty exhausted from using 2 summoning spells in the last 24 hours, but I think I can haul it up. Just have to focus. A bit to the left, a bit to the right. Got it!
Oh, it's,
A stick of some kind.
Look on the end of it. There's a P.
You're right. Whatever this thing was, some pony really did a number on it. It looks all burnt. Wait a minute. The grass is odd, too. It's all black.
You're right. It's all charred and burnt like there was a small fire around the body.
This thing have...
What's the matter?
I think I'm actually going to keep it.
Hey, you just want to keep it so you can get free ice cream out of Sweetie Belle.
No, I don't. It could be evidence for my investigation.
You completely ripped off my idea. I hope you choke on that ice cream.
How could any pony possibly choke on ice cream?
Twi?
Yes, Apple Bloom?
Some pony's coming this way really fast.
Huh? Who's that? Wait, isn't that...
Special delivery!
For me? I can't tell if she's looking at me or Apple Bloom.
Uh-huh, for you!
Hey, wait a minute. You're that mail carrier who dropped all that stuff on me. That hospital bill wasn't cheap, you know.
I think I know who you are. You're, Ditsy Doo, right?
Nope, my name is Derpy. Derpy Hooves. Try not to forget it. A lot of ponies do.
I've seen you a lot in various places. I think I even saw you at the trial today, but we were never formally introduced.
Yeah, I see you all the time, but I never actually met you.
Well, you know, the life of a mail carrier. I get around a lot.
But I've only seen you delivering once, Derpy Hooves, and that was when you sent a bunch of junk plummeting on top of me.
Every pony makes mistakes. And please, get my name right. It's Ditsy Doo.
But you just said...
I have a special delivery for you in any case. Here you go!
A muffin?
Yup. Can you please sign for it here, here, and here?
Who sent me a muffin?
I don't know. Check the return address. That's what it's for.
There is no return address. There's not even a normal address. And it's not packaged. How did you even know it was for me?
Please don't complain. I'm just but a lowly mail carrier. You can take it up with the post office if you have an issue. On second thought, don't. There's a lot of chaos ensuing there since the other night. The last thing they need is another problem on top of the others.
There's a problem at the post office?
This may be another lead. Can you tell us what's going on, Ditsy Doo?
Why do ponies have such a hard time remembering my name?
Huh?
Please try to remember it this time. It's Derpy Hooves, with a D. You're starting to hurt my feelings, Twilight. So you want to know what's going on at the post office?
Yes, if it's not a problem.
It is a problem. It's top secret. I'm not supposed to tell any pony.
This is getting us nowhere.
But you two helped me out so much, I think I can tell you.
How did we help her? This pony's so daft. If you wouldn't mind, Derpy.
Ditsy. Well, let me start off by telling you the code of the mail carrier. It's a poem we are forced to memorize and recite proudly at the beginning of each new day.
What's this have to do with...
No letter shall go undelivered, rain or shine. No canine shall prevent us from reaching the mailbox. All packages must reach their destination.
That was wonderful!
Thank you! Thank you!
Please, that was the corniest thing I've ever heard. So, what's this have to do with the chaos ensuing at the post office?
Post office?
Yes! You said you were going to tell us what was going on at the post office.
Oh, right. You see, it does have to do with the code.
That nice poem you told us?
That wasn't a poem, it didn't even rhyme.
Yes, the letter part of it. All packages must reach their destination.
Something didn't reach its destination?
Indeed. We've had incidents in the past where packages have been delivered to the wrong ponies.
Gee, I wonder who's responsible for that.
Not a clue. We usually get those problems sorted out fast, though. But this was a shipment being imported to Ponyville overseas.
What was the shipment?
I can't tell you that. Top secret. A local pony wanted to import it here, and boy, was she mad when she didn't get it today.
What do you mean? Who was this pony?
It's
top secret, we know.
See? You're learning. I can tell you, though. I heard she was down at the post office yelling and screaming up a storm about it. She was causing quite the scene today.
So, this was all happening during the trial, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't witness it because I was at the trial myself, but my fellow mail carriers told me all about it. In the end, she didn't get her package and she was furious. I heard my boss was cursing about the Griffin Express not delivering the package to us.
Griffin Express?
That's the company that ships overseas and stuff. You know, from the Griffin Kingdom, that place far up north of Ponyville.
I know where it is. What I mean is, why didn't the Griffin Express deliver this package?
The hey should I know? I told you I'm but a lowly mail carrier. I only deliver stuff around Ponyville.
And despite the small population, you still managed to mess it up.
All I know is the Griffin Express didn't show up when they were supposed to.
When was it they were supposed to deliver the package?
Let me take a gander at my handy-dandy schedule. 2 days ago, it was supposed to reach Ponyville mail sorting at 10 p.m. sharp, then delivered at 9:30 a.m. today.
The time it was supposed to be in Ponyville. That's near the time of the murder.
Hey, you're right.
Ditsy-Doo, can I borrow that schedule? Maybe I can use it in court tomorrow when defending Rainbow Dash.
Say it with me. hooves. It's not that hard to remember. It's only 3 syllables, 11 letters, 2 words. I do my best to remember all the names of the ponies in Ponyville. You should do the same, Twilight Sparkle.
What is this Wonky Pegasus's problem? Hey, I know. So, is your name Derpy Hooves or Ditsy-Doo? Ha! I got her! She can't answer it!
Now you really hurt my feelings. Why are you calling me harsh names like that? My name is Bright Eyes. You're just like every other pony, making fun of my eyes. I can't help it if I was born with them.
Twilight, how could you say such a thing?
But what? I'm not making fun of her. She just keeps changing her name on a whim.
I would love to give you my schedule as evidence, though.
Huh?
Court dramas. I adore them. The suspense, the tension. The judge is about to lay down the guilty verdict. Then out of nowhere, when all hope seems lost, the purple-horned attorney uses Bright Eyes' valuable turnabout schedule. The courtroom gasps in disbelief. My gosh, Bright Eyes is amazing, chirps one pony. She can deliver the mail any day, a hunky stallion says while holding a rose in his mouth. The unbelievable becomes believable. Lies become truth. Truth becomes lies.
Way to ham it up.
Besides, I have an extra one anyway.
Thank you, Miss Mailmare.
Aw, no problem, little filly.
I see Applebloom caught on.
Here, I have a surprise for you.
I like surprises.
Here you are, a nice scrumptious muffin.
But this is...
No need to thank me. Enjoy.
But Bright Eyes, that's not a...
Okay, that's it. You obviously aren't too bright if you can't remember my name. I gotta go now. You're holding up Ponyville's mail.
But...
No buts. I don't feel like speaking with you anymore. You can't even remember my name after I told you it like 1,000,000 times. Good and bye.
Ponies in this town really are crazy. So what did she give you, Applebloom?
It's for some pony named Lenora.
Lenora? I don't know any pony who goes by that name, but it sounds somehow familiar. I guess this muffin belongs to you. Let's trade. It says this Lenora is at the town hall. Wait a minute. This has the Canterlot Royal seal on it. Did the princess send this?
Well, if we know where she is, why don't we go deliver it to her then?
Applebloom, I really don't think we have time to do that. We need to get to the forest, and we can't keep getting sidetracked like this.
But what if it's important?
Well, I guess it does have the royal seal on it. Okay, fine.
Cutie Mark Crusader letter deliverer!
I thought it was private investigator. town hall is just over there, so let's go there and quickly drop it off to this Lenora.
Okay.
I haven't been inside here since Nightmare Moon attacked. I wonder why we don't hold more events in this place.
Hello, Lenora. We have a letter for you.
Apple Bloom, this is town hall. You're supposed to be quiet.
Oh, sorry.
We should probably go ask the mayor where this Lenora is.
Hey, Twilight, look, a ladder.
That's a stepladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions. What if we miss a big clue because we're too absorbed in small details like that?
Where did you learn all those big words? I'm less concerned with what it's called and more concerned with why it's just sitting in the middle of the room like that.
Wrestlers use ladders like that one all the time.
Don't tell me you actually watched that garbage, Apple Bloom. It's all staged and fake.
Hey, don't call wrestling garbage. So what if it's fake? Most of those books you read are fake.
There's a big difference between fiction and watching two ponies barbarically beat each other senseless with a stepladder.
Finally! I've been waiting here forever.
Oh my gosh, a griffin!
So where's the princess at? Are you two her messengers or something?
First a human and now griffin? I'm seeing a lot of new creatures I ain't never seen before today.
You okay?
I'm just a little bit shocked. Griffins come in and out of Ponyville shipping stuff sometimes, but I've never had the experience of speaking to one. Well, except that one time.
You mean the Griffin Express? Funny you should mention that. I work for them.
You work for the Griffin Express?
Yep, but I'm on sort of a vacation right now. My name is Lenora.
I'm Twilight Sparkle, and this is Apple Bloom.
Very pleased to meet you, Twilight Sparkler and Apple Bloom.
It's, Twilight Sparkle. Hey! I knew I'd seen that name before. You're on this program for the Equestrian 500.
You didn't think it would be all ponies flying in that race, did you?
Actually, I did. I don't usually pay attention to the race.
You and your little pony pals may be faster and nimble, but us griffins have much stronger wings and a lot more stamina. It's why we're the only ones who can ship items overseas.
I never said I was faster. I don't even really care either. Did you notice the horn protruding from my forehead or my lack of wings?
Well, you should. It's a gathering of Equestria's best aerial athletes. Show a little patriotism, Twilight Sparkler.
I'm too busy to be concerned about the race anyway. I'm a lawyer.
You're a lawyer?
Yeah. What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I just had this strange feeling you were going to obnoxiously flash something in my face to prove it.
I was going to do that, but I remembered I don't have a badge yet.
So if you're a lawyer, I'm betting you're defending that newbie racer who killed a pony the other day?
She happens to be my friend, and she didn't do it.
Jeez, chill. I'm only going off what I heard.
Sorry. The reason we wanted to speak to you was about this.
Yeah, we got a letter for you.
The local mail carrier accidentally gave us a letter posted to you.
Tisk tisk. The GE would never make a mistake like that. We're proud and reliable. We even have a poem we recite at the beginning of each day. Please allow me.
No, not another half-baked mail carrier poem.
Carrying your mail suspended upon reliable wings, jumping into action whenever duty sings. The Griffin Express will greet you with a smile when your doorbell rings.
That was better than the last one. I think I need to make a poem for the Cutie Mark Crusaders.
It was still pretty bad, but at least this one actually rhymed. Here's your letter, Lenora.
Thank you. Let's see here. Sorry, but the princess is in another castle. Huh?
Wait, the princess? As in Princess Celestia?
Oh well.
Huh?
Oh, you see the griffins back at the kingdom don't want the racetrack going through our territory. I personally don't mind because I'm flying in the race anyway.
But what's this have to do with Princess Celestia?
I was to meet with her to negotiate a compromise, so I've been here in Ponyville for the past 3 days. Your princess was kind enough to let me stay in the town hall.
So, technically that would make you some sort of ambassador.
I guess. The Griffin Kingdom may be a part of Equestria, but it runs under a completely different government.
So what does the letter say?
Apparently the princess is in Germany in some other political meeting. She completely rerouted the race. It goes around the border of the Griffin Kingdom, so I guess I'm a free bird now.
I take it you're going to practice for the race now?
Probably. I've been flying in it for 4 years now, you know.
Are you any good?
Of course! I got 2nd place last year.
Not bad. I'm guessing Ace Swift came in first. Is it me, or do not many ponies or griffins like him?
Can we not talk about him, please?
It's okay. We don't have to talk about him if you don't want to. Maybe I could get information about him from her. What about this other pony in the race? Cruise Control?
Cruise Control? I'll gladly talk about him.
Great! What do you know?
I know a lot about the other racers. I've competed against just about all of them before. But Cruise Control, he has a pretty depressing story.
I don't think depressing is the right word. I think off his rocker is what you're looking for.
Oh, that. That's all just a facade. I suppose he thought if he was to become a loser, he'd act like one.
That whole awkward personality is just an act?
He's actually good. Really good. He does exceptionally well in the local races near his hometown.
Then why does he do so bad in the Equestrian 500? He says he comes in dead last every time.
He's been acting like that ever since that accident his sister had.
His sister?
Yeah, he has a little sister. A bit older than that filly with you.
What happened to her?
She was flying at a dangerously high altitude near Cloudsdale. But she was too young and her wings weren't strong enough, so... well, she fell.
Is she all right?
It was a terrible accident. She's in a deep coma in the extensive care unit. No one knows when she'll wake up.
That's awful.
Cruz took her to a hospital in Canterlot. I've heard it's the best one there is.
Wait a minute. I used to live in Canterlot, and you're right, it is the best hospital, but it's only open to nobles and Canterlot citizens, and he said he was from Manhattan. How did he get her in there?
I have a good idea how he pulled that off. That hospital's medical practice is among the best in Equestria, and if she's transferred to a lower-class facility, you probably know what'll happen. Him and I used to be good friends, but he's grown quite distant since the accident.
Lenora, he knows something I have to get out of him. My friend's life may depend on what he knows. Do you know how I can get him to talk to me?
Like I said, he's become pretty distant from me. I wish I could help you, Twilight Sparkler.
Sparkle.
I don't know how much help it'll be, but here's a picture of him and his sister that he gave to me.
You think this will get him to talk to me?
I really don't know, but it's worth a shot, right?
I guess so.
I hope you manage to help your friend.
Thank you.
I'm going to go mingle around the starting line. Tell me how your conversation with Cruz goes if you can.
Will do. Goodbye. She was a little shady on a bit of those details, but I'm beginning to understand what's going on here. What's wrong, Applebloom?
Oh, it's just I couldn't imagine Applejack was in the hospital like Mr. Cruz's sister.
I know. It makes you appreciate the things you have now. You never realize how important some pony is to you until they're gone. Hey, let's try to cheer up. You're not going to get your private investigator cutie mark sitting around feeling sad.
You're right, Twi.
All right. No more delays. Let's go to the forest. Really, this time.
All right. I think it was over here. No, wait, over here.
She's been dragging me around this forest for 25 minutes.
Ah, it was right here. I remember.
This is where you saw that thing fall from the sky?
Yeah, it was somewhere around here.
I hope this is worth it.
All right, I think it fell around this here bush.
Applebloom, don't go off by yourself. Applebloom? Oh, great. Applebloom!
Here it is.
Don't scare me like that.
Sorry.
I'm never having children.
Here's that thing I saw fall down from the sky.
It seems like some sort of bag.
Let's open it.
Applebloom, we can't just go through some pony's belongings like...
Ooh, looky, it's a bottle.
I tried. A bottle of what?
I don't know. There isn't any label.
Give it here, Applebloom. That's strange. She's right. There isn't any label on this. It looks like there's some sort of liquid inside.
Do you know what it is, Twi?
No, I don't. Let's give it a whiff. Maybe I can identify it by the smell. My nostrils! It smells like concentrated used kitty litter.
It smells that bad?
It smells worse. What a waste of time. Here I thought this would have been case-breaking evidence, and I just ended up losing my sense of smell.
Aww.
What's the matter?
I didn't get a cutie mark for being a private investigator.
Yeah, that's too bad.
I wonder what an investigator cutie mark would look like anyway.
I don't know. Maybe a magnifying glass.
That reminds me of something, Twilight. Do you remember what happened the last time we went to the Everfree Forest together?
Applebloom, that was just your imagination.
But I was there, and those ponies tried to...
I refuse to believe in such things. The next day I went and checked the area you were in myself. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. Just remember to stick by me no matter what this time. No wandering off by yourself, okay?
Okay.
Hey, cheer up. Even if it was just your imagination, that's a good thing. Maybe you can write a story about it.
Really?
A lot of writers base stories off personal experience. I'm sure you can write a good story about yours.
Thanks, Twi. I think I'll do that.
Well, this journey proved to be fairly fruitless.
I'm sorry, Twilight. I thought it'd be something important.
It's all right, Applebloom. We found a plethora of other things that may be useful tomorrow.
What do you want to do now?
I want to go speak with Cruise Control again. He knows something about Ace.
Didn't he say he was going to register for the race?
You're right. We should start by going to where the starting line for the Equestria 500 will be. The sooner we get out of this forest, the better.
Hey, who's that?
Some ponies by the entrance.
You're finally back! I thought you'd never come back and you'd be stuck in there forever or something, or go through the forest like, woo!
Pinky?
Guess I gotta keep waiting.
What are you doing by the Everfree Forest, Pinky?
Just waiting for my friend.
Your friend?
Hey, that's it!
Huh?
You found my thing, Twilight!
Pinky, could you start making some sense, please? On the other hoof, look who you're asking, Twilight.
My golf club! I've been looking for it for days!
You're saying this miserable-looking stick is a golf club?
Twilight, let me introduce you to my very first invention, the Pinky Iron Mark 5!
If it's your first invention, what happened to Mark 1 through 4?
Yep. Fine piece of work if I do say so myself.
It's all burnt and the end is broken off. If it's really a golf club.
You're right! Some pony broke it! Hey! Did you break my golf club, Twilight?
No! I found it in the lake at the park. I don't even play golf.
That's weird, because I lost the Pinky Iron in the forest a week ago. I wonder how it got in the lake.
What?
7 days ago, I was golfing in the forest when I lost grip of the handle while I was giving her a swing, and it went flying, whoosh, just like a bird.
Why would you go golfing in the forest? With all those trees around, wouldn't it be a little counterproductive?
I wanted a challenge.
So you lost his golf club a week ago. That's really strange. How did it get in the lake, and why is it so busted up?
Why would any pony break my poor little golf club? It didn't do anything to any pony.
This is awfully suspicious. Pinky, since it's broken, may I keep it?
I guess so. I'm already making mental blueprints for the Pinky Iron Mark 7.
Whatever goes on in that head of hers, keep me out of it. So, how long have you been waiting for your friend? It's not very smart going in the Everfree Forest alone. Trust me, I ended up turning into a life-size lawn ornament the last time I went in there by myself.
He said he wanted to meet some pony in there.
And who's this friend you're waiting for anyway?
He's...
Watch where you're going!
I'm sorry!
Cruise control? Was this who Pinkie Pie was waiting for?
Hi again, Twilight Sparkle. Why did you smash into her, you idiot? She's right. Watch where you're going!
You dropped all your things. I'll help you pick them up.
Thank you. No! You should be a responsible adult and take responsibility for your actions! Not force a little filly to pick up your things!
I really don't want to deal with this again. But I guess now is a better time than any if I want answers. I'll help too. Besides, I wanted to talk to you about a few things, Cruz.
I can't. I'm in a big hurry.
What were you doing in the Everfree Forest anyway?
Wow! That stuff you've got looks a lot like the stuff I found with Phoebe today! Like there's the ripped up paper, the pictures of the unicorn book, oh, and a list with Rainbow Dash on it!
Beanie?
I felt like taking a stroll. Wings tire out easy, you know? Can you please give me my stuff back? Please?
matter, Twi?
Pinky, is your friend's name Phoenix?
Yep. I just call him Feeny, though. Wow, Twilight, how did you know? You must be psychic like that pony Feeny and I met earlier.
Cruz, if you have all his stuff, that means...
Please! I had to!
What did you do to him?
Please, Twilight, just give that stuff back to me!
Apple Bloom, go to Fluttershy's cottage and get one of the police there.
No! Please!
All right.
Don't even think about running away. There are 2 of us and only 1 of you.
Oh, and look, there's Rarity's paper thing. You really do have a lot of similar things.
Pinky, for goodness sake.
Oh, yeah, right. Don't even think about moving, bucko.
Please! I don't want to go to jail!
The police arrived, and with both mine and Pinky's testimony, they arrested Cruise Control on the spot and gave me all the stolen items. But it wasn't over yet. I had to go find out what Cruise Control had done to him. Pinky, I want you to take Apple Bloom back home. It's not safe out here.
Okie dokie dokie. Oh, that reminds me. Your sister's looking for you, kiddo.
Oh no, she's gonna give me trouble for running off.
What are you going to do, Twilight?
I have to go into the forest and find out what Cruz did to Phoenix.
Oh, when you see him, tell him I had a blast with him today. We should do it more often.
That's if I find him.
Bye-bye, Twilight!
This is my fault for leaving him alone. I have to find him. No sign of him anywhere. I pray to Celestia he isn't... Fluttershy? Phoenix?
But how did she get out? And what's she doing with him?
Hey, look, I know you really must not like me after what I did today, but I can explain.
Mr. Phoenix was only trying to help, Twilight. He never meant to hurt anyone.
Let's go back to the library. I don't think it's a good idea to stay in this forest.
Yeah, I agree. So that's why I did that. I know it wasn't fair to Fluttershy, but if I had just sat there and done nothing, Rainbow Dash would have been found guilty right there on the spot.
I see.
Do you still want to fire me?
How did you...
Fluttershy told me. Look, I don't mind if you do, but I have to warn you, Trixie's one tough customer. I underestimated her. Despite all my experience, she managed to trump everything I threw at her. In fact, she could have easily overruled my feather theory, since it was all just theory.
What?
I have a feeling the only reason she let me do that was to see another one of your friends in jail. She's gonna go all out tomorrow, so if you'd like to take over, I have to warn you about that.
I don't know what I should do.
If you really want to defend Rainbow Dash, at least allow me to do one more thing for you.
You still want to help? Even though I was going to fire you?
I'll do all I can to help someone who's being accused of a crime they didn't commit. I know for a fact Rainbow Dash didn't do anything wrong. And I know a certain pony who knows more than she's letting on.
Actually, I do too. Phoenix, tell me, that thing you mixed in the evidence earlier, that wasn't a good luck charm, was it?
Why do you ask?
Let's just say I've been seeing a lot of locks today.
Locks and... chains?
See, I knew you knew! What was that thing and what did it do to me?
Okay, I'll be honest. Because if I don't, I bet you'll see them around me.
I'm listening.
You see, it's called a magatama, a tool I use to see if people are hiding deep secrets from me. But don't get me wrong, I only use it when I'm investigating crimes.
Deep secrets?
If someone's keeping a deep secret, psychic barriers called psych locks will appear. The more locks, the deeper the secret. If you break those locks using proof and evidence, chances are the person, or in this case, the pony, will spill the beans.
Interesting.
This is amazing! Here he said that there was no magic in his world. This thing's power can really help me in collective surveys.
It needs more research done on it, though. What about black ones?
Black ones? What do you mean?
There were... No, I shouldn't tell him about Trixie. I want to be the one to deal with that problem. Never mind. So, do you know how that thing's power got transferred into me?
Not a clue. It probably had something to do with the way it reacted when you picked it up.
Well, I'm sure I can fix it, but I need it right now.
But, since I told the truth, I expect the same from you.
What?
You're not a very good liar, Twilight. I could clearly see that you bringing me here was no accident. You did it on purpose, didn't you?
No! He knows! I promised the princess! But I do owe him an explanation after what happened today. I'm that bad at lying, huh?
Yeah, you're about as thin as Kleenex. I mean, identification spell? I know you have magic here and all, but that sounds like something a third grader came up with. I know that isn't a real spell.
Okay, so I'm bad at improvising. I was told not to say anything, but I suppose I owe you an explanation. Princess Celestia herself told me to summon you and play dumb.
So you knowing my name and having that badge prepared?
Yeah, she did all that. I didn't know you were going to be from another world, though.
But how does she know me?
I'm a bit sketchy on that detail as well. I too found it really odd how she knew so much about you and how she was boasting about how good you were, yet you acted as if you had never met a pony in your life before me.
Well, I certainly don't like the fact I was being deceived by you. But I thank you for telling me the truth.
I apologize. I was only doing what the princess told me to do. Now all of a sudden I feel really bad for lying.
So this evidence you found, seems you had a good turnout.
What's the matter?
The other half of the letter!
The other half of the letter? Wait, you have it?
Yeah, I found it with Pinkie Pie today.
This is my letter stating my permanent leave of absence. After the Equestria 500 is over, I can no longer work with you. We made quite the team, but I can't live with the guilt any longer. I can't keep helping you ruin others' lives. It saddens me beyond belief that we must part ways, but I must say farewell. Goodbye, Ace. May our paths cross in the future. Someone was quitting their job?
Yeah, and I think I know who.
Who?
I'll tell you once I confirm my suspicion. You said you had someone you wanted to talk to, right? Perhaps we should go our separate ways again.
You're right. Come back here once you're done, though. You were attacked after all.
You have my word.
Spike?
Yes, sir! Ma'am. Sir, ma'am.
Did you send out that appeal for me to take over yet?
Oh, right! It's all done, but I haven't sent it yet. Do you want me to send it out now?
No, put it on hold. I'll tell you whether to send it or not when I get back.
But why?
I just want to do something.
All right, Twilight. By the way...
Yes?
Ahem. Sapphire! Ahem.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to stop by Rarity's place and get one for him! You know what? I got something even better than a silly old sapphire.
Better than a sapphire? Ruby? Or emerald?
No. Get ready.
My body's ready.
Ta-da! It's this lawyer book! It was a really good read, so I'm passing this great piece of literature on to you, Spike. The only thing better than food is food for the mind, right?
You forgot, didn't you?
Gotta run, Spike. Enjoy the book. Why did he drop out of the race? Why did he want to re-enter? Why did he attack Phoenix? I'm going to get all those answers right now. Why did you attack Rainbow Dash's lawyer? I'm sorry. Am I sounding too mean? He looks so sad. I can't let that distract me, though. I'll try to get him to talk about the secret I know he's hiding. Cruz, tell me, do you have something against Ace Swift? Take that! These are those psycho locks. Please tell me. I have to know.
Do I look like I'm in the mood to talk about him right now?
No, but mentioning him broke your silence. I'm going to get this out of you one way or another.
I told you already. I have nothing against him.
Well, I think you do.
Tell me then, Twilight Sparkle. Why would I have something against him? So what if he beats me every time? Every pony does that every year anyway. I'd hold resentment towards every single racer in the Equestrian 500 if that were the case.
You're right. It has nothing to do with the race. It stems from something much deeper than that, doesn't it? The reason you don't like Ace is because of...
Take that!
This.
Where? How did you get that?
A friend of yours gave it to me. She told me all about your sister. I also noticed how your personality completely changed when Apple Bloom brought up her elder sister earlier today.
She grounds me and makes me do a bunch of lame chores. It's like she doesn't care about me at all.
Don't say that. Older siblings always care for the well-being of their younger brothers and sisters.
I have a feeling this all relates to her.
Phoenix was right! One of the locks broke! This is so exciting! The possibilities with this thing's power are endless! Maybe I could use it to...
Gotta focus on breaking the other two. So, what is it about her?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I heard she isn't in a great condition right now. She's in a hospital right now in a coma, right?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
But she is in a hospital in Canterlot, according to your friend Lenora.
So what?
Cruz, I used to live in Canterlot. The hospital there is among the best there is. But it's specifically reserved for celebrities and nobles. Commoners and non-citizens are stuck with normal clinics, and you and your sister are from Manhattan. You somehow snuck your sister into there to get the best treatment. It's the only hospital out there that can keep her condition stable. I think I know how you got her in there. You had help from this pony.
Take that!
The late Ace Swift.
What are you trying to pull here? First you say I hate him, then you say I got help from him?
He's both a citizen and a celebrity. I think he pulled strings for you to get your sister in that hospital. One left. If I can break this one, I'll finally get the truth.
No! You still didn't answer me! Why would I hate him? In fact, I should be in his eternal debt from what you're telling me here.
I'm beginning to understand why you resent him so much.
Really? Because you're telling me the complete opposite.
I realize it's not that you don't want to tell me, it's that you can't tell me, right?
You're making less and less sense with each word you speak.
I think I have all the puzzle pieces put in place now.
Take that!
This program here.
That's for the Equestrian 500.
Care to look at slot number 3? According to someone I spoke with, you arrived in Ponyville a couple days ago. Not this morning.
Okay. So I lied about when I got here. What's the big deal?
I was told you signed up for the race when you arrived, but then mysteriously dropped out shortly afterwards. But then right after Ace Swift's death, you were on your way to re-enter. It was because of him, wasn't it? He was threatening to take your sister out of that hospital if you didn't drop out.
Yeah.
It didn't break? Perhaps I need to push a little harder. I know now, Cruz, why you lose all the time. Why Lenora got angry when I brought up Ace. Why he was carrying embarrassing pictures of my friend.
You do?
It's all a big conspiracy, isn't it? The secret to Ace Swift's success wasn't that he was so good. He was blackmailing all the tough competition, wasn't he?
Twilight.
Yes?
Thank you for finding this out by yourself.
I did it! I broke all the psycho locks!
I'm sorry I couldn't just tell you straight out.
It's okay. I understand. Would you be willing to share a bit more information with me?
I don't know what to tell you. Everything you said was correct.
If he was doing this to you, why participate in the race every year?
Because he was forcing me to do that as well. If you want to look like the world's best athlete, you need competition. He forces the best of us to attend just so we can lose to him. Lenora and the others who have fallen victim to him sort of just treat second place like first.
Why did you drop out then?
Because of last year.
Last year?
I was losing just as he wanted me to. Then I accidentally flew headlong into a tornado that appeared in the middle of the flying route, and I blacked out. When I came to, I had noticed I'd been thrown way off the track. I flew as fast as I could to get back on the racetrack. When I saw the checkered flag up ahead, I thought the tornado sent me so far off course that the race was already long over. I needed some medical assistance from getting roughed up a bit by the tornado, so I used every drop of adrenaline to take me to the finish line. I finally made it back to the course, but right as I was about to cross, I heard something behind me, and noticed the other racers with Ace ahead of the pack. Then I remembered his deal.
So he thought you were trying to win.
Yes, but I immediately faked a cramp before crossing the finish line and let him win as he had told me. I suppose he didn't want to take the risk of losing to me, so he made me drop out completely this year. He did it to your friend for the same reason.
Rainbow Dash?
Yeah, her. She was targeted by him for the performance she gave at the Cloudsdale Young Flyer competition. I'm sure he didn't want some pony who performed a stunt like she did competing against him.
How did you know this?
Because I was sick of it. I wanted to expose him as the cheater he really was. It's wrong. He would have had my sister taken out of that hospital. Do you understand why I'm glad he's dead now?
I can't say he deserved to die, but what he was doing was definitely wrong.
I snuck into his hotel room and found a slip of paper saying he was meeting Rainbow Dash in the forest at 8:35 that night. No doubt negotiating one of his deals in private, like he did with the rest of us.
So that's why Ace was in there that night.
I waited near the entrance to the forest and took this picture.
You didn't really get his face, but that's the lightning-proof suit.
I'm not really a good photographer, and I didn't want him to catch me.
Why did you take a picture of him anyway?
I took it because, like I said, I wanted to get him caught for what he was doing. It would just be another rumor unless he was caught in the act. I brought it to the police as an anonymous tip, but they didn't do anything. They didn't listen to me.
So Cruz was the anonymous tip Trixie spoke of. I think I know why they didn't listen to you. Were you in that other persona? You know, the one you were in when you met me today?
Yeah, I was.
That's the reason.
Oh.
But how has he gotten away with this for such a long time? Some pony must have told the police about this blackmail business.
He knew exactly how to keep us all quiet, like he's always watching us. He knows how to put us in positions where we can't refuse his demands.
And because he helped your sister, you couldn't do anything?
Yeah. In a way, I'm thankful for that, but...
But?
You don't know what it's like. He held me to it, making me his slave. I have to comply with his every word, otherwise he said he'd have her taken out of there. I've yearned to have a true race in the Equestrian 500. None of this second place is first garbage. Racing is what I live for, but I'm held down because of what Ace is doing. If you haven't heard, I actually used to do really well in the races before I was hindered by Ace. He really only entered the major athletic events. I had never even met him before my sister's accident. I don't blame myself for what happened to her. I don't blame any pony. It was an accident. Now I've just become a pathetic loser. I doubt she'd look up to me the same way if she could see me now.
You're right. She wouldn't. I think she'd look up to you even more.
What?
You're doing all this to give her the care she needs. It's showing self-sacrifice. You're holding back in something you love doing for her well-being. I think you're a good big brother.
Thank you, Twilight. But it doesn't change anything. I hate Ace, and he deserved what he got. Just forget it. I told you everything you wanted to know.
Not everything.
Huh?
Why did you attack Rainbow Dash's lawyer?
Because I had to. Otherwise, he'd find out.
Does this mean Cruz did it? Cruz, did you do it? Did you kill Ace?
Twilight,
Visiting hours are now over. I must ask all visitors to leave immediately.
No, I need to talk to him for a little bit longer.
I'm not going to repeat myself. Please exit the detention center now.
I was so close. I don't know what to make of this. My best guess is after the police wouldn't help him, Cruz went to the crime scene and killed Ace out of desperation. Ace must have been blackmailing Lenora somehow too. That's probably why she got her feathers all ruffled when I brought him up. Wait a minute. Feathers?
It's a brown feather. Well, that was pointless. Probably from a bird.
No, it can't be. No bird in Ponyville is this big. Could that feather have come from...
Yeah. Twilight's a total nerd.
I'll try.
Excuse me?
Oh, you're back, Twilight! I was just on my way to, organize those awesome books my intelligent and smart friend reads. Later!
Did you find out what you needed to know?
Yes, I'll fill you in about it tomorrow. I have a good idea who's behind all this.
Okay. Wait, so you're not firing me?
I thought about it, and I realize now that you mean well. And if what you say is true, you stand a better chance against Trixie than I do. Please, just tell me when you're going to do something like you did today.
Yeah, I will. I shouldn't need to do anything like that again. From here on out, I'll try to find out what really happened in that forest that night.
Fluttershy forgave you, so I guess I can too. The princess also said I can trust you.
I'll try. No, I won't let you down this time.
Thank you. That spare bed is in the same place. Try to get lots of sleep this time. I'm pretty tired after all that's happened today. Investigating sure takes a lot out of you.
Tell me about it.
I think I'm going to bed early.
Alright, I'm probably gonna crash soon as well.
Good night. I know I'm not making the wrong decision here. I'll tell Phoenix about Cruz and Lenora in the morning. I still can't get my mind off Trixie, though. Why were those locks black, and why did they feel like that? Perhaps I'll seek out the answer after this trial is over. Rainbow Dash's well-being takes top priority right now, and I found some suspects. It's just a matter of proving they did it.
I came as fast as I could.